Okay, welcome back to my channel. I'm sorry for not posting in a while, and let's get into it. Now, why last left off, they just did Hero versus Villain, so it's the I don't know, I forgot what it's called, USJ arc. So let me go ahead and say this. Now, people wanted me to do what if Deku, the ship is gonna be Miracle. Now Deku, he 18 and Miracle 20. Cause in this one I said, UA is in college years in this one. And probably my next what if I'm gonna do too. Cause I have a good idea with this one that's coming up. So Deku, basically Deku, everybody goes to school at lunchtime, they just sitting down. Monoma tries to hit Deku in the back of his head, but Deku dodges, sensing Monoma's key. He then grabs Monoma's elbow and says, "What do you think you're doing?" Monoma says, "Class 1A. Always bullying other students." Deku says, "But aren't you the one who tried to elbow me?" Monoma says, "No, I wasn't." Everybody around him says, "Yes, you were," because they saw it clear as day. Then Monoma walks away after, getting mad. Now, this one, the alarm goes off and, saying that you are just getting attacked by villains. But everybody, not rage out, but, get scared, thinking that the villains are attacking. Deku then, grabs Ida. He throws him up there and tells Ida. Well, he throws him up, and then he creates a small little key under his feet to make him stand there. So Ida just standing there. Deku tells him to give him a speech to calm down. Ida basically said what he said in canon. I don't remember what Ida says in canon. So next we go to the USJ. They're on the bus to USJ. Everybody talk about their quirks and what they quirk can do, and things like that. They get to Deku. Deku says, my quirk is called a key control. I can basically, do certain things with it. They say, what are certain things you can do? He said, I can fly, I can teleport, I can, put a layer of key around my body to, basically protect myself. And that's all you need to know. They wondering, teleport, flying. This kid he has one of the most strongest quirks I ever heard of. Now, they all get to the USA, they get inside. 13 still explains what the USA stands for, and she basically explains what they're gonna be doing there, rescue training. Then villains pop up. Kirishima says, I didn't know we were gonna be fighting villains. Aizawa says, they're not supposed to be here. This must be a villain attack. So Aizawa says, our team, phone for more heroes. Or, call for more heroes. She says, okay. She tries it, or they try it. But, they can't get through because the villains, jamming their signal. Now, caregivers still teleport everyone away, so they all in different areas like they is a cannon. Deku is still in the water area, so Deku don't have much trouble he do in the water area than he did last time. He just flies out the water and he basically lands on a boat. Tsuyu and Frappy are. Oh, look, I just thought about this. Yes, this makes sense. Yeah. Well, let me tell you after this thing. Tsuyu and Frappy, Froppy and Etta are on the boat. And, Deku basically says, we gotta get out of here. The villain's coming. Deku shoots some key blasts and hits them. Now, like I said in the last part, Deku will kill if he has to. But Deku seeing no point in killing them, he don't. So they left alive and Deku just, flies back. He lands, in the area he sees Hazawa is messed up by normal. This makes Deku mad. Now, like I said in the last part, Deku is strong to All Might. In his base form now. So, if Deku goes Super Saiyan, he way stronger than All Might. If Deku goes Super Saiyan 2, he's far, far superior to All Might. So Deku basically just flies towards normal and he punches it. Normal still got shock absorption, so that still counteract Deku punches, but it ain't gonna work for that long. So Deku throws another punch, and another punch. Then throw the final punch, killing the normal. Why? Because I said Deku is known to All Might in his base form. Well, it's 100%. All Might said in this 100%, he could have destroyed the normal with 3 punches. Now, this when something strange happens. Now, I need somebody to counter Deku. Counter his strength. I want to make an overpowered Deku, but I need something that can counter Deku. So I'm gonna make somebody that can counter Deku, but he's still gonna lose every time. But he, just fight Deku, but he's still gonna lose. So this is a new character. I'm calling him Jamal. And Jamal pulls out the 9. I'm just kidding. Yeah, his name's Jamal, and he basically has a strange quirk. He don't have a quirk. He used Ki too. No, yeah, he has a quirk. He has this strange quirk that basically, if him, the more he get hit, the stronger. Not that. Let me see. What can I do? Jamal basically, just super, strong. Not as strong as All Might, but he smart too. Actually, no, they don't have no counteracting villain. Deku just Deku, strongest. Now, somebody told me to give Deku what's it called, Hakai. But to do that, Deku has to get God level power. Now, I don't think Deku can get God level power right now. I give it to him in the future. So, please wait for that. So, everything happened with the villains. Deku basically destroyed the normal. Shigaraki get mad because, Deku. Wait a second. Ooh, sorry about that. Shigaraki get mad because Deku basically just killed his normal. He said Deku cheating. He using hacks. But sorry about that. Deku says he ain't, and Deku didn't, shoot a key blast at Shigaraki. This key blast blowing Shigaraki's arm off. So Deku sees that Shigaraki just got hurt, so he hurry up and teleport Shigaraki away. Now the other heroes get there, and they all might get there, and they, basically arrest all the villains. And they try to arrest Deku for, basically killing the normal. But All Might already knows that, Deku kills villains if he need to, not just, kill them because he want to. He kills villains if he need to. Now, Or I might do the new what if after this one. Just post two what ifs at the same time, which I don't really do. But I might do it. Put in the comment if you want to see the new what if right now, or you want me to finish this one first. So basically, everything else happened, and they all, get away, go home. Now, this is what I was thinking when I, was thinking about, thinking earlier about, Miracle being 20 and Deku basically dating Miracle. Dang, Mirio. So basically, with this happening, you wait still a 3-year course school, a 4-year course college. So there's 4 years in this college. So anyway, so Mirio is the 3rd year, like in canon. Mirio, Sun Eater, and Nezure, and Miracle. Yes, that's how it's working. Mirio is 20 years old, and so is everybody else. So that's how it works. Bumping it up, making them older. They're in college. So, how they gonna meet is today. So they basically get back to school. They finna go home after getting dressed back into their regular, school outfits. Which Deku costume, it looks like Broly's. But Deku ain't the skin tone of Broly. He isn't that tan, and he don't have Broly's hair. But Deku hair, it look like he do, but it's not green. It's black. Which Saiyan can have different color hair, but that's only half Saiyans. Because I think the regular, full-blooded Saiyans, like Goku, Vegeta, they have just, brown or black hair. Which Vegeta was shown to have both. But Trunks, he had, purple and blue hair. Which I think that just comes from Bulma. But we don't know if Saiyans can have different color hair yet. Well, we do from that. So, Deku, he just has his, black hair. But it's, pointy, it sticks up, things like that. Now, Deku, he basically walking home. And, he sees this pet, what is it called? He sees this pet shop. He stops in. Oh yeah, Deku, he do live, anyway, but he just walking. Just to walk. He sees his pet shop. He walks in. Because, Deku, he loves animals. He loves cute things. So Deku walks in. He sees this, basically looking at the animals. He saw this little cat that he liked. Little dog, a puppy, and a little bunny. But the bunny jumped right on top of him. It jumped right on his head, just sitting on his head. And the rest of the animals flocked to him too. Why? Because Deku has ki. And from what everybody says, ki is life force. And Deku, gives off such peace and harmony from, basically having this ki. It makes the animals feel safe. So, Miracle, basically walking by, she sees Deku. Sees this kid, basically surrounded by animals. Not kid, well, sees this man. Because Deku is tall. Sees him, surrounded by animals. Then, Deku sees her. And Deku sees a bunny. So what Deku does is he, basically, in a flash, he over there by her. And basically Deku just instant transmission. But, basically just ran towards her so fast that, like he just basically teleported. So Deku is by her, and Deku basically just, rubbing her head. She getting flustered by this. Because not many people rub her head. So she tell Deku to stop that. She try to kick him, but Deku basically just catch her hand. But Deku basically still like rubbing her head. And said, "What a cute little bunny." She get more flustered. Cause Deku basically just said that. Now she said, "Will you stop rubbing?" Deku says, "Okay." Deku then says, "What's your name?" She says, "My name is Mirko." "What is your name?" Deku says, "My name is Izuku." She says, "Oh, so you're there first year. I'm a third year." Things like that happen, and they basically start hanging out more and more. They have 2 weeks off, so Deku every day after school hang out on Mirko, and Mirko basically getting a liking towards Deku. She liked the fact that Deku was strong, and things like that. So let's hope now let's get to the sports festival. The sports festival roll around after 2 weeks, and then they get another week off to train for the sports festival. Trying to get better, stronger. Use their quirks more. And with this, being a little bit more in the future, this being 4 years in the future, Todoroki he cut all ties with Endeavor. Because he 18 now, so he don't have to live under Endeavor roof or his rules. So he basically an adult by himself. Now, Todoroki got over that little thing about not using his fire, so he uses fire in this one too. So he's a little bit more stronger than he is in Cannon. So we get to the sports festival. Deku didn't take the exam, so Bakugo has to give a speech. Bakugo gives the same speech he does to Cannon. I'm gonna win, so you bastards don't even need to try. And everybody gets mad at Bakugo. Think the whole class 1A is arrogant, because basically just seeing this one person speak and not the whole class. So the sports festival is gonna start, and why am I sleepy? I slept through the whole day, and midnight basically says what they're gonna be doing. The first test is the first obstacle is the race. The first section of the exam, well, the sports festival is the race. So they start the race. Deku, he has time to get. He basically teleported to the end. Everybody's shocked that Deku can basically teleport, but all the heroes that was at UA, stationed there, already know that Deku can teleport. So everybody else gets the same place they get in Cannon. And except for Kaminari, he get 5th place. Why I say that? Because Kaminari quirk got stronger, and he a little bit over his weakness a little bit. If he keep training his quirk, he can be completely over it. The electricity won't fight his brain that much. He basically getting immunity to it, from 4 years of training it, in high school. So what the high school did was, basically train their quirks and things like that. basically teach them about heroes before they actually became heroes. So, and what the college do is, basically getting um, the hero training for them to get there and be good in the hero world, so they can get catch the eyes of other heroes, agencies, so they can get caught up, brought up to fame and stuff like that. So everybody gets the same place. They getting Candace up and Kaminari getting 5th place. Ida is a little bit more faster than he is in Cannon. Now,
we want to try to beat out. I know this is
the fight start.
Oh yeah.
The fight starts. So Deku versus Shinso. Shinso quick a little bit more stronger than it is in Cannon, but he can't control Deku. What Deku does is he protects his mind with ki. Shinso sees that it's useless for him to try to control Deku, and Deku flat in a flash what Deku basically instantly in front of him, instant transmission punch him in the stomach, and Shinso basically flies out the ring. Now, everybody, shocked at Deku's speed, his strength. Now, everybody else fights go like they're doing Cannon, except for Kirishima a little bit more stronger in his quirk. It's a little bit more better, he close to having Unbreakable, but it's still a little far away, far away. And everybody else, basically happen like they do. Deku versus Todoroki. Deku basically just, Todoroki uses fire and ice, shoot at Deku. Deku basically uses a key to make a barrier around him, and he basically protecting himself. And, the attacks, don't hurt him. Todoroki sees this and he keeps on attacking. He gets, tired from overusing his quirk. So what Deku does is he basically runs up and kicks Shoto out the ring, ending it real fast, real quick for him. Now, everybody else fight like they do can, and then Deku versus Bakugo. But Deku versus Ida. Deku beats Ida. Because Ida was a little bit aggravating to Deku. What Deku does is, he basically punches Ida so hard, Ida, basically flies out the ring, flies through the building, Ida's knocked out, a couple of his bones bruised, and some of his ribs broken from him, basically get punched by Deku so hard he flew through walls. So, Deku versus Bakugo. Deku don't remember Bakugo at all, but Bakugo remembers Deku. Actually, no, Bakugo don't remember Deku either. But they gonna remember each other in a later part. No, Bakugo, he's a little bit more, worse than he was in Canada, going to high school thinking he was the best. So Deku has to beat that out of him. He beat him so bad. He punched him one time, he cracked the hole in him, making rocks fly up. Bakugo says, "Nerd, use your full power against me." Deku says, "No, you're not worthy." Deku then kicks Bakugo out the ring. Now this whole time, Deku never used his full power. Why? Deku don't want to kill anybody. he basically used minimal of 1%. No, actually, he used minimal of 5%. Much as Deku used for candy, 5% or something like that. So, for the festival, we all might basically awards everyone, and then, you know, how about that? He still gets, the call saying that his brother got attacked. And, he still letting off this bloodlust, saying that he don't kill, Stain. Deku feels this bloodlust. He knows the bloodlust feels like, being in the woods by himself, fighting animals, and, one time had to fight villains, and he letting off this huge bloodlust himself. So Deku knows what Ida's thinking. Hold on a bit. Sorry about that, I had to sneeze. So, Ida basically, going after fans for Stain. So, Deku basically interested with Manual 2 to watch over, Ida. Make sure he don't be stupid. So, Ida basically Ida does the thing he does in canon. And Deku basically stays Ida. So, Manual, he gets cut up, and, Ida gets cut up from Stain. Basically going after revenge. And Deku basically stops Stain with, he made a Keyblade, and, basically stopping Stain from, killing Ida or Manual. Deku then, chops off Stain's blades, and they don't have any blade anymore. So he tried to, go hand-to-hand combat with Deku. But Deku just, basically let out a large amount of ki, basically knocking Stain out, because this large amount of ki is, pressuring Stain. So, Stain feeling this huge pressure on his body, and it's, hurting him, and knocked him out. So, Stain not go with. Stain basically get caught by the rest of the heroes. The Nomu try to, get Deku, but, Deku basically shoots the key blast, killing the Nomu. That's over with. Now, in the hospital, Ida basically getting scolded by that dog. Deku walks in. Well, Deku don't walk in this, but he does. He basically tell Ida that rage is, a powerful thing. It can help you, and it can hurt you. So, if you want to, keep standing where you are like this, rage is gonna do nothing but hurting you. Your brother is still alive, so why did you go after revenge? What do you think your brother would have done if he found out that you died? Me, personally, I don't know what it's like to have a family. My mother basically kicked me out when I was a kid. So, I don't. So what would you think if you died? What would your brother think when he be lonely? So, Ida takes that into consideration. And, Deku basically says, now, Ida basically has to, go through a little bit of therapy. Not therapy, what's it called? I forgot. He has to learn how to reuse his arm a little bit. Because he did, get, messed up by, the hero killer. So, now it's the final exams. Final exam roll around. Deku, he's smart, but he isn't as smart as Momo. So Deku gets third place under Bakugo and Momo. If Deku won it, he could have got second place, but he couldn't got first place because Deku is a prodigy. He can't learn fast, but he didn't know. Now, so Deku and Bakugo versus All Might. No, Bakugo says he want to fight All Might alone, so Deku just basically let him. He says he don't care. Go ahead if you want to lose. So Bakugo fights All Might alone. His quirk's a little bit stronger, but he still gets washed by All Might. So Deku fights All Might, and Deku beats All Might. Basically, All Might finna de-transform. Deku basically creates a smoke screen for All Might, so All Might basically slips away. Deku then sends a signal to a Nezu recovery girl, that All Might basically de-transformed. And Deku already knows about One For All because All Might basically gave One For All to Mirio. And Deku have to train with Mirio for Mirio to get used to it. Mirio already knows Deku because Deku trained with him.
They took it to the airport.
They know how strong. Mirio knows how strong Deku is. So does Sanadai. But not yet. Sanadai don't know Deku yet. But he heard from Mirio that Deku was strong. They're gonna meet in internships the next ones. So they go to the forest, basically. Deku's sleeping on the bus. And they pull up to the forest, the pussycats roll up and they basically send him down. Deku, basically just standing there. It's like he just standing in the air, but he basically just flying. And, they wondering how is he doing it. As says, his quirk is called Ki. He can do a lot of things with it, which he hasn't told us the full extent to it. But he did tell us one of them is flying. They said okay. So they say Deku has to get to the end of the forest. Get to the camp. That's all they say. Deku flies all the way to the end of the camp. He lands, Koda wondering, wow, did that kid just fly? Koda, he older than he was a kid. I think Koda was 8 or something? 8 to 7. 4 years. 12 or 11. Yeah, Koda's like 12 or 11. Which, if I'm wrong, correct me. And I'll fix you the next part. And, Deku, Koda's a little bit over it. He over his own parents' death. But you can never completely be over somebody dying. So he still keeps the memory, and he still sometimes cries. So Koda is basically talking to Deku. Koda don't want to be a hero. Because he thinks if he become a hero, he gonna die, just like his parents did. Basically talking to Deku telling Koda, that he didn't want to become a hero either. Because he thought all heroes were evil. Well, he didn't think all heroes. He just didn't want to become a hero. Unlike you, I have a sadder story. You was always loved by your parents, and of your parents. You were raised by them. You have memories of them. Me, I have no memories of mine. I have memories of my mother, but they wasn't happy memories. Well, some of them were, but every time I look back, I see sadness now. I don't remember my father at all. Koda, getting sad because what Deku just basically said. Koda hugs Deku, basically feeling sad for him. Deku puts his hand on Koda's head. It's okay. Said it's okay. You don't have to cry for me. And then, Deku basically, you know, Koda basically, Deku basically, entertained Koda. Now, Koda quirk a little bit more stronger, so Deku, basically, playing with Koda. And, everybody else skipped the camp. They mad at Deku because Deku basically left them. And, they start screaming at Deku that he left them. Deku says, not my problem. Now, they start cooking, things like that happen. Then next day, they start training. Then, Class 1B shows up. Saying, Class 1 training. Seeing as everybody, training is very intense. But Deku isn't training at all. Well, he meditating. He trying to control his anger. With this happening, Deku, he gonna get Super Saiyan 3. And then after that, Super Saiyan 4. Super Saiyan 5 is a given. Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan, and then, evolution. And possibly Ultra Instinct. But that's probably won't happen. So, Deku, meditating through this meditation, he can actually, control his anger to a certain point. It's Deku, he basically tells us out. He needs to go check something out. So Deku basically gets up and he flies off to very, very far away. Very far away. To where, Deku's power can't be felt by, everybody at the camp. Because he want to keep them safe. So Deku basically started powering up. He goes first, Super Saiyan. Then Super Saiyan 2. Then he starts screaming some more. Getting stronger. Basically putting out more ki. Pushing out to the surface. His hair gets longer. His eyebrows fade away. And, things like that happen. Deku has entered Super Saiyan 3. Now, how Deku gets Super Saiyan 4? Well, Deku has a tail. He just wore around his waist like a belt, which nobody noticed that it was his tail. So Deku flies back, basically. Deku's tail is golden. Man, everybody sees, Deku come back. Long hair, no eyebrows, and he feels more stronger. His presence, it feels stronger. Everybody's shocked by this. And as I would ask Deku, what is this? He said this is a stronger form. As I says, what do you mean by a stronger form? Deku says that I have unlocked a new transformation above my other two. I can unlock more, but I need to train more. And, as I was, shakes his head, saying, okay. So, Deku basically gets used to Super Saiyan 3, even though, it's very ki consuming, so he won't probably use it that much. So he falls out of Super Saiyan 3, his hair go back to normal, his eyebrows appear. Deku, he thinks he gonna train some more at nighttime. Now, the villains didn't come yet. They ain't gonna attack yet. So, Deku basically, before the villains gonna attack, Deku gonna get Super Saiyan 4. Deku basically goes to the forest. And way deep in the forest, and he looks at the moon. him transforming to the Great Zaru. Deku was far enough away from where people won't hear him, they hear, Deku like basically screaming, but howling, whatever. And it's Great Zaru form. And Deku is basically, doing it. And then, Deku basically gets control of himself and then he transforms Super Saiyan 4. Everybody's still wondering what that screaming was. And then Deku comes back with a new transformation. Him looking all hairy with a tail. And, black hair, the longer. His eyes different color. And, basically looking like that. Everybody's wondering what is this form that he taking on. All the girls basically blushing because, they don't have a shirt on. And he looking just like that. The guys, get jealous because, Deku look like that. And they wonder what his power is. He gets stronger and stronger every day. Now, somebody senses all this. He's wondering, this kid is pretty strong. Maybe I should meet him. Yes, I'll meet him soon. But not right now. I still have business to attend to. I'll see you soon, kid. That's this man, stops thinking, and then he gets back to what he was doing. So, next day, everybody keep on trying to ask Deku what that was. Deku says he don't know, but it's a new transformation he thinks. Which, Deku, basically, he can transform into it and out of it at will. So, Deku, including in the morning time. If the moon is out in the morning time, he can transform into it still. But even without the moon, he can transform into it. So, the villain attack happened. The villains attack, Koda don't go out. One for being over his parents' death and not want to get away from his auntie at all times. Two, want to stay by Deku's side, and learn from Deku and hear some of Deku's stories. And because all the animals basically, flock around Deku. Now, all the villains attack, people like they don't do that, same stupid thing they do in Canyon. So, villains attack. They say they coming here for Deku, Bakugo, Todoroki. Because they think that they have the strongest quirks among everyone at their school. So, they try to, get them. Muscular try to, punch Deku. Deku basically, punch Muscular back, not using his full strength. Then Koda basically says, that's him, that's the man who killed my parents. Deku feeling, angry because of that, basically kills Muscular. He basically shoots a full Gallic gun in Muscular face. Who is knocking? I'm gonna need to hurry this up because somebody knocking on my door. So Deku basically shoots Gallic gun, erase Muscular, and then every other villain scared, and that's when they basically take down all the villains they can. But villains still get away, and villains, the ones that get away, well, a couple less get away than what they did in Canyon. Toga also gets away, which Toga joined the villain side through all the bullying she went through, and this one gonna leave this off. Sorry. Have a pleasant day, and wait for the new What If to come out.